My son Nick is so violent, he could kill me. Nick is the nastiest person I have ever known in my life. He told me that I was trash. He feels I was not a good mom.
Black sheep in the family. You don't give a crap.
I feel like I'm fighting the devil. There's an emptiness in his eyes that's scary. I feel hatred towards Nick sometimes. I sleep with a loaded shotgun because I'm afraid of what Nick might do. The most serious incident was this past fall. He and his girlfriend were about to break up, and he decided that he was going to take his new car and run through the fence in the play yard where she was. He tore the whole entire fence down. Jerry is Nick's stepdad. It got worse when Jerry came along.
Always you stuck for James, always. I'm tired of this.
When Nick was 14, Angie and I were arguing, and Nick punched me in the face 4 or 5 times, like that. When Nick was 16, he lunged at me and pushed me into a back door, broke the window out.
A week ago, I kicked Nick out of our house. We drove up in the driveway and we saw him with an airsoft gun. We told him that he was not going to bring that gun in our house. We got into a huge fight.
You kicking me out. This is garbage.
He's not welcome in my home. 5 days ago, I purchased a handgun for Angie. I really think that he could possibly kill someone.
I fear for my life. I feel like there's no way out for me.
If it came to the point where I had to protect my wife and the only course of doing so would be to shoot him, I would do it.
We're talking about your child here. You're buying firearms. You're talking about shooting your son. What's going on?
There is a lot of anger between me and Nick. There is a lot of violence. There's fighting. When he ran his car through that fence, and with no regard to anybody's life, I mean, that was terrifying to me. Nick treats me like he hates me. As he's gotten older, it's gotten worse.
Okay, what do you think? One of the last things you said in the tape, if it comes to it, I'll kill him.
I'm afraid for my wife, Dr. Phil. He is that volatile.
Did you hear what you said? You said, I will shoot my wife's son.
Yes, sir.
I'll kill him.
The last thing that I want to do is hurt anyone. The first priority on my mind is I have to protect my wife.
If you hear nothing else, hear this. There are some things you cannot take back. You can't take back bullets.
I understand that.
You got a shotgun, you're sleeping with a shotgun.
Yes.
And you felt like maybe you couldn't get it quick enough, so that's why you felt like you needed a handgun. I also want to tell you that the power of language is really underestimated. You've described him as evil.
Yes.
You've described him as the devil.
I feel like I'm looking at the devil.
Do you really mean to say that you believe that your son is demonically possessed?
At the time that I'm looking at him, when we are in confrontation, yes, I do feel like I am fighting the devil.
Wow.
And I believe if it's not Satan himself, it's definitely his work.